Good morning and welcome to day 41 of the adventures. That is Hops, who just jumped on the back of the couch. He's my guardian angel. Today we're taking a zero, and I have a special guest who's going to come into the picture. It is Fern, aka Teresa, actually aka Forerunner's better half. So we're heading up.
Sure.
Definitely. We're heading up to Lone Pine, and we're going to go to Whitney Portal. There's supposed to be a really good restaurant up there. It's supposed to be beautiful, some waterfalls. And I'll also go over some of the things I do on 0 days. And for example, I showered. Whew, that was good. We had a ribeye steak on the grill last night with salad. And so that was delicious. And one thing I want to report is I weighed myself, and I am exactly the same weight I was when I started. And something I've been doing that I've noticed that I learned from the AT is when I'm hungry, I eat more and I pack more. And I've been eating 2 ramens as opposed to 1 like I did on the AT. I've been throwing some olive oil in there because the caloric count for that per weight is very high, so that's good. I usually throw a tablespoon in with my meal, and it's helping with the calories. And there's other things I've been doing, like throwing in tuna fish or peanut butter, and just adding, mayonnaise packages. I've been doing a lot more of those, and so that helps with keeping the weight the same. And so I started about 162 pounds. When I got here, I was about 161. The Chinese buffet, all you could eat, helped out quite a bit. So I had about 5, maybe 6 platefuls. Teresa was wondering what was wrong with me, and I have my hiker legs. And with hiker legs comes hiker hunger, and that has hit full force. So today I can't wait to tie into a big burger on top of Whitney Portal. All right, so we'll come out with more beautiful photos, and thanks for following. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you later. So that peak right there is Lone Pine Peak, and now the one in the center, where the 2 spires to the left of it, that is Mount Whitney. And we'll be on top of that probably in a week and a half. So that is super cool to see from this angle. We are in the visitor center in Lone Pine, and this is really cool. We're gonna do a tour of the movie theater or movie films that were made in this area in Lone Pine, and we're gonna head up to Whitney Portal. So we'll get a closer view of that. This is the size of the LA Aqueduct, and you can just see how big it is with the people in the background looking at the 3D map. So the blue dotted line is the Pacific Crest Trail, and this shows the trail. There is LA. And as we go up, you can see there's the California Aqueduct, the LA Aqueduct.
That's what I'm lighting up right now.
The LA Aqueduct is being lit up in blue. And then here is the Pacific Crest Trail. As I continue, I believe right here is, where crosses that road is Walker Pass. Then we're going to be coming up to Kennedy Meadows. Then up here, you'll see Mount Whitney. We'll have to do a side trail off Mount Whitney. Go into Kings Canyon Park, and the Pacific Crest Trail continues. And then we'll get near Yosemite National Park. I'm not sure I like all that white stuff. I I think that's going to be the snow we'll be covering, and then upwards to Lake Tahoe, where I'll see my cousin Heidi and family. And then it continues further on.
Filming assistant here, doing a little bit of Forerunner day off filming. He'll have to tell you once he sees all this what's what, but
Much easier to drive these hills than to hike them.
but more reward when you guys hike them. These are called the Alabama Hills, and a lot of different films were filmed around
Westerns.
this. Westerns. We're on the Whitney Portal Road. We're going to go up and do a little hike to the waterfall, and then we hear there's a good burger place. So these two hungry hikers want to have burgers.
End of day recap, did 0 miles. I needed the break. And we went up to Lone Pine and had a great day at Whitney Portal, which is a trailhead that gets to Whitney Mountain. We were able to see the mountain and saw that the snowpack wasn't as bad as it has been in years past. So we're excited about that. We've got about 2.5 days from Walker Pass to get to Kennedy Meadows South, which is the start of the Sierras. That's going to be really exciting. I've seen so many videos of people coming into the Kennedy Meadows General Store and people cheering them on. So I am pumped for that. We're going to go to Kennedy Meadows South. We're going to see Grumpy Bears. We're going to also go to Triple Crown Outfitters, where Yogi, who is renowned for Triple Crown Outfitters, she has a great outfitter store up in Kennedy Meadows South. We'll stop in there. I've got a couple packages waiting for me. I think Hiker Box has a package or two up there, and we're going to plan to hike about 4 days. We'll do Mount Whitney and then head over Kearsarge Pass into Independence, and from Independence we'll probably go up to Bishop to resupply. It is exciting to be up here in the Sierras, and I can't wait for it. Thanks for watching. Love your comments. Tell me where you're from. I'd love to know where you're from. So in the comments, indicate where you're from, and I will respond where I'm from. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. PCT. I'm gonna have to edit this video. So anyways. I can get rid of all that. We're gonna see Yo.